Hello, beautiful people. It's Sinderfam. Welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be checking this video from the Whatever podcast. Let's check it out.
I came to UCSB for the education, and I was aware of the lifestyle that most people engage in, and I knew that I didn't like that, so I just chose not to engage. And then back to the point about shaming girls for trying to find fulfillment in hookups. I don't think a lot of girls who do engage in hookup culture are truly fulfilled by it. I think they just want to
Some truth.
have a relationship with guys, and that's what the guys are offering, so they just go with it. But truly, or at least I personally have not met a girl who has been happy with their
Exactly.
situationship hookup guy without commitment or respect or effort.
I relate to that for sure personally, but there's why do men have sex, right? To have sex, because they want to have sex. I do agree with most women. It is different. We do want a more platonic, it has to be more attached to it. But there is women out there. I think the women who were starting the empowerment of spreading your legs movement, some of them had the wrong state.
Is that the official name? The spreading your legs.
Some of them might have had the wrong intention. Some of them might have had the wrong intention with it. But I don't think a majority of them were trying to tell women, hey, do this, and you'll feel so much better about your life. I think they were trying to say at first, yeah, men like to have sex, right? And there's women who like to have sex, to have sex. And they were just trying to say, hey, we exist too, don't slut shame us. But I don't think the message should have been everyone, if you do, have sex, to get this hole filled in your heart, because that's not going to work. So if you're trying to do that, that's not going to work. But don't forget that there's women out there who just like to have sex too, with nothing attached to it.
But women thinking that having sex with multiple partners or engaging in hookup culture is empowering or fulfilling, I don't even understand the BS behind it. Because obviously, let's be honest, many women don't even know that they are the gatekeepers of sex, but they don't know that. But no, they want to lie to themselves or deceive themselves that, oh, it is empowering, or giving into culture is empowering just because men do it, so women should also do it. Can we go back to the time where it is shameful to even talk about this, or it is shameful to announce as a woman, to talk about the multiple partners you've had, or the multiple partners or multiple people you slept with, to brag about it? Can we go back to that era? Because you, as a woman, you're supposed to keep your dignity, maintain your dignity, rather than publicizing or giving into hookup culture like there is a prize or there is an award being given. Because now they lie to themselves to say, oh, women give into this because men do it as well, so obviously there are women who want to have sex without strings attached. Lies. How many women do that? Obviously, one party is gonna get hurt, and people should also remember there are consequences to lots of these actions. And for the women, they don't even understand how endangering or how damaging this is to many women. Of course, there is the risk of diseases. There is also the risk of unwanted pregnancy. Have we forgotten about that part? Especially getting pregnant for a man you don't even know his first name, or you don't even know his last name. Mm-hmm. All the emotional damages, mentally, we're not even talking about physically, then spiritual damages. Of course, nobody wants to talk about it, but because men are doing it, so women too should engage in it, or should do it. Make it make sense.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think
true, but then they become
necessarily.
less attractive to men.
But
Men
I don't think
prefer-
those women care how
Well,
attractive they are.
That's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. But and also it's just the damage that you're going to be doing to yourself too.
That's the thing, though. Would you say that to a man who sleeps around a lot? No.
To,
so it's
to a
like,
lesser
I
degree, to a lesser
Okay.
degree, I don't
But-
think men should be super promiscuous either.
I
But
don't
there's
think
some
it's
differences.
good for everyone, but we are inside everyone's brains, so we can't tell how sexual advances and intimacy affects them. Some people can experience something like that and not feel anything. I'm not that type of person. I'm not saying, but from hearing people and how they move, that some people just are
Sure.
not wired.
There's
like
always
that.
You don't have
exception.
any psychic scars, Kiko, from your bartending days? Are you still bartending?
I'm not.
Oh, you quit. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Body Drop. Was that 10 gifted subs on Twitch? Hey, thank you, man. JBS. More women choosing not to participate in hookup culture is not going to stop men from wanting it. You all know there's men who fake relationships all the time for sex. A man has to want to commit to a relationship on his own will. Oh, there you go, JBS. Good point. Good point. But I mean, look, if it became hard, like if it was just there was a very small proportion of women who were willing to engage in hookup culture, then
I
out
think
of
they're just
necessity,
gonna get sneakier.
what's that?
They're just gonna get sneakier then.
Yeah.
Men
Like, if
are
now-
not.
No, there's a lot of men who sometimes they, for some reason, if they really want to hook up with that girl super bad, they'll spend months leading them on just to get that one thing. So if there's less women that they could just go to get that easy hookup, then they're gonna have to start manipulating more women who just
will honestly be
have
But
a
is
title.
it
because
manipulation
now they're going
or
to be
is it
hidden.
getting
At least
into a
now they'll
relationship?
throw themselves out there. But if they're like hiding now, it's going to be harder.
Yeah, now that then they're like, so it's like it's a.
But
you know,
honestly,
either way, I
realistically, hookup culture is getting way worse if you think about it. Like
No, it
now
is,
they're starting at
absolutely.
earlier ages.
Yeah.
Earlier everything. It's just getting worse.
Well, when you say, so you're talking like in high school?
No,
hookup?
like I have seen like little siblings get with people in like middle school. I've had girls get pregnant at my school. Like it's like where I don't know. At least where I'm from, it starts out young.
Where
Well,
are
our
you
age
from?
is actually going up statistically.
Where's she from?
People are having
Where
kids
you from?
later.
Is the fact that many women have this mindset that because men are doing it, so women should also engage in it and also do it as well, forgetting that the damages are real. And yeah, men shouldn't do it, women shouldn't do it either. Talk about the damages or talk about diseases and all of that. Remember, a woman can get pregnant once. A man can decide to get impregnate women, let's say they are 365 days, right, and sleep with multiple women and get all of the women pregnant for that 365 days. How many women has he impregnated? We're talking about 300 women, over 400 women he is impregnated within 1 year. But a woman, with if she decides to sleep with multiple men as much as she wants, she can only get pregnant once and can carry the pregnancy for 9 months. So who is it gonna hurt more? Of course, they don't want to talk about this, but because men do it, so obviously women should also engage in it. That's the mindset many of them have, but they don't want to talk about, or nobody wants to talk about the things. As a woman, you are the gatekeeper of sex. Men are going to put more effort to work for it. Yeah, we get it that there are some men that are manipulative as well, but I mean, if the proportion of women that don't give into hookup culture are more than the proportion of sex that are wanting it, those men are going to put in more effort and work for it, because obviously now it's easy to get, so there is no point them putting in effort. And do you think the man is going to commit? No, of course you're not giving him any reason to commit to you, because he's getting it for free and he's getting it for cheap. So I mean, who is at the losing end? Of course the woman doesn't want to see it that way, or women don't want to see it that way as well. And again, let's even talk about this, because many of these women, they think that they can use sex to hold a man, or sex is what is going to hold or keep their relationship. Remember, sex cannot keep a man, or you cannot use sex to keep a man or have or hold the man. But I mean, lots of women think that, oh, in a relationship is all about sex. If they offer him sex, or if they give him sex, because as long as he wants sex, or as long as they are giving him sex, then he's gonna commit to them. Hold up, hold up, hold up. It looks that's why lots of these women keep telling themselves or deceiving themselves that they are the prize. There is no prize. You are not no prize. Respect yourself and respect your dignity, because women are the exact same ones singing into other women's ear to give in to hookup culture. So who are you competing? You're competing with men. So make it make sense. Because if two men decide not to have multiple sexual partners, or sex with multiple partners, or if men decide to shut it down and they don't want to have sex, who is going to be in the losing end? Of course, women. But no, they don't want to think of it that way, because obviously, who are you doing all of this for? Men. Doing it all of this to get men's attention. But I digress.
So it's not.
I'm from like Southern California, So
I
People
see
having
the same
kids
thing.
later, but I think
She's
people are
talking
still
about
sleeping with
hookups.
each other.
Yeah.
earlier.
I but like with the having the babies and stuff, like it seems that way, but also you have to remember with social media, you have a lot more access to see a lot more things, but statistically the average age that women are having their first children is going up.
It's because people don't want to have
Yeah.
children, though. That's not necessarily I mean, obviously, sex is a precursor to having children, but there's a lot of
But, like, they were
options
always-
out there for people to have contraception.
I see how it's definitely getting worse, but I just feel like a lot of people discredit what used to be going on. Like little kids were always hooking up. Kids were always hooking up. Like I know girls in high school who are hooking up, middle school who are hooking up. Like it's not anything new. I just think it's becoming more normalized as in a way it's being talked about more.
When did you start, Kika?
Like sexually, not until college.
Not until college.
Yeah.
Late bloomer. Then, kind of, a little bit.
It was pretty average for my school. There were some girls who would, but it wasn't
Yeah.
that uncommon.
Wait, but you said that men will get like more manipulative. Men, I don't know if I said it correctly. Sorry, but don't you think maybe they're just gonna try harder and make them work more for even though it doesn't work out for a relationship, but at least they work harder like to get you. Don't you think
Yeah.
that's like a little bit more worth it than?
It's like, yeah, but if they're working harder just to have sex with me, it's still gonna have the same outcome unless if they would have just told me that in the beginning.
honestly,
I don't think
it'll
it will,
be worse
though.
because then you'll get like emotionally attached and they'll
Yes.
manipulate you into that, and then they'll ghost you after or something.
Because we're talking about men who have like this, primal urge, like to call it,
Yeah.
to constantly hook up, be sleeping around all the time, and if they can't have access to that, and that's still what their mindset is, even if they're putting more effort to it, it's technically fake effort because they're just doing it out of the hopes of being able to sleep with you still.
But at least there's effort, At
Yeah, I
least
see that, but it's like you're trying to just prolong game. For me personally, I can see how some people, like maybe she would like that if they were putting the effort in the beginning for a little bit, but it's like I'd rather just know straight up what your intentions are and not know 3 months later.
I would rather someone be straight up.
Yeah.
Because there definitely are men out there that they will play the slow game. They'll, okay, cool, I'll wait a month, 2 months, 3 months, and then they get
Loose
it, and then
Pussy
they're out.
Energy donated
Ooh, okay.
$99.
There you have it.
Hookup culture is a major L and red flag. Don't listen to these hoes. Finding yourself and exploring getting ran through is not fulfilling no matter how you spin it. Ask the one in the back if she's happy with 8 bodies with 8 back shotty.
Oh, Madison, all right.
I'm very, very happy. Do you see this ring on my hand?
What's this? Was that your phone?
My phone.
Good times.
I have a lovely relationship.
She's got a lovely relationship. Frankie is a good guy. Nice guy. Wow, they're really coming for you, Madison.
Because you put it out there.
I didn't put it out there. You put it out there, son.
But then, do women actually realize that if they close the door or shut the door to promiscuity and whatnot, men would put in more effort and work for it and get it and keep it for good? Because obviously, men are the gatekeepers of relationship. I hope women know that as well. And women are the gatekeepers of sex. Hope women know their part, but obviously they don't know their part, because if they do, then both parties are going to come together. Then we will not have this high rise of single parenthood, unwanted pregnancies, and whatnot. Of course, yeah, back in the day, lots of people sneak about to have sex and all of that, but now it's normalized to the point where nobody needs to be shamed for nothing, or nobody sees it as anything. Just because one party is doing it, then everybody should also engage in it. But obviously, one party is going to be hurting more. Talk about men manipulating or putting in the effort, just like what this lady is saying here, or from the panel is saying here, that men will put in effort, or their men can also put in effort and manipulate at the same time. But remember that the more when they put in effort and work for it, they're going to cherish it. The reason why they don't cherish it now is because they have it for free, and they have influx, and they have choices or multiple choice. If the proportion of men that want sex and the proportion of is 90, and the proportion of women that are giving into sex is 10%, do you think, or 1%, do you think men are going to stress themselves to look for something where there is none? Obviously not. Men are not stupid. Men know what they want. And because obviously women are participating in this, but if you shut the door, or if women decide today they want to shut the door, come together and shut that door, I bet you men are going to invest and put in the work, because now they know that it is a lot harder to get it out there. So they are going to put in the work, cherish it and appreciate it. But of course, so many women don't even know their worth.
You did. You set her up for that, Brian.
How did I set you up? She's good. She's chilling.
Are girls with a high body count ashamed of it?
Are they ashamed of it?
Yeah, because
I know some girls that are and some girls
Yeah.
that aren't. I've met girls that love to flaunt that around.
Hey, FTG, thank you very, very much for the gifted 50 memberships. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Cheers.
Yeah, I've known a lot of girls that think that it's empowering and it makes them look cool, and they love to flaunt that number around, even to men that they're dating. But men don't find that attractive at all.
Right.
Men think that's a turn off.
because
Absolutely.
I feel like there's an issue with people saying don't shame girls for hooking up, but girls who do have a high body count sometimes hide it themselves.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that kind of alludes to them being ashamed of themselves and their own actions. So I don't know if they're truly fulfilled by that, if they are trying to hide it.
Go ahead. No.
I have a close friend that has, I would call, a high body count, but she seems happy with her life. She like very much normalizes the fact that she constantly has sex, like, and she seems to be happy. She's recently maybe found a relationship, still in early stages, but like she's leaving it very normal that she has.
How old is this girl?
My age.
18?
Yeah.
What's her body count?
pretty young.
You said it's high.
She said over 10. I don't have an exact number. Maybe over 15. I couldn't tell you the exact numbers.
Okay. At 18. Okay. Hey, look, I mean, UCSB, #1 party school in the nation. Some girls will put up 30 in their first freshman semester. Or is it quarter? I don't know. But
Quarter.
They'll put up 30 in a quarter, 40, 50 in a quarter. First quarter, then you got a second quarter, then maybe you're here for summer,
Yeah,
you got
there's
second
three
year,
quarters.
third year, fourth
Yeah.
year. That's like 100, 200 bodies by
Yeah.
the time you get your degree. Maybe you do a fifth year because you've been fucking too much. Who knows? It's crazy. It's crazy. Sometimes it gets delayed.
Focus
the
on your
party,
studies.
The partying gets in
Ladies
the way.
and gents.
But if we're being honest, women participating in this hookup culture is all because to get men's attention. And obviously, they don't know how to do it, or they're not doing it the right way. Because men hate competition. If we're going to be honest with ourselves, men don't want to compete with nobody. Men would rather get something, put in the work hard for it than to compete. Because obviously, they don't have that time to stress themselves to be competing with nothing. But I mean, women don't understand this, and women don't understand that they are the gatekeepers, they are the holders of sex. And if they don't participate in hookup culture, there are going to be lots of men who are going to invest in it, and women are going to be happy at the end of the day, because obviously now they have the guy they want to commit, and the guy is stay committed to them. So now it's a win-win situation for both parties. But of course, I digress. But let me know what you think about this so far. I'm sure tons of people have interesting things to share. I would really love to share that and share the useful information you think might be really helpful. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all of that stuff. And until next time, see you in the next video.